Hello, welcome. Today I'm going to take you on a guided tour of the Swedish National Museum. I got an email from Google Arts and Culture, and it says, stop doom scrolling, start Zen scrolling. It says walk the Golden Bridge, but you can't. I click down fairies. Okay, sure, I'll have a look at some fairies. You can get in close. These fairies, they're ethereal. Very, very ethereal. So let's see where they are in terms of what gallery they're actually at. They seem to be at the National Museum of Sweden. National Museum. Swedish people, words go together. I guess. I don't know. So let's go there. Sweden. Got to admit, I am straight away massively impressed because we've been dropped right into a foyer so often. You're not dropped into a foyer, but this is amazing. So it's beautiful too. Look at all that pink granite. That's, I guess, I'm not used to Nordic or even near Baltic style. Like it's a different appreciation for marble to what we have in Australia. Oh my gosh, I love these entry turnstiles. It's beautiful. Maybe I do want to move to Sweden. This aesthetic really appeals to me. Actually, there was a museum in Sydney that looked like this, the Museum of Contemporary Art, because it was an old shipping building, I think, like a ship union or something, but it's been renovated and changed and it's all white now. Front door. Ooh, what does that say? 1,000 people can come in here, I guess. I don't speak Swedish. Google Robot can't go upstairs. I've never really thought about that. I go into these places and I think, sure, I should be able to walk up the stairs, but it's just occurred to me that obviously the Google Robot does not walk upstairs. It's on wheels, it's got a flat base. It's going up the escalator. Okay. So we've got a great foyer entry, but as per usual, you can't get through to anything. So let's get down to the row below and pick ourselves. Let's pick something that's based on the architecture of the place rather than the artworks, because they're all too small to see anyway. Sweet. We're upstairs. We're in the museum. I wonder why this is blurred. That's a bit odd. Okay, I mean, I feel like I'm in a rich person's house. It's quite nice. Cape, no pants. Shield, no pants. I can almost read it. It's kind of annoying. So close. I think it says 1811 to 1914. So we can, I mean, it seems like all national museums, everything's from about 1860 or 1850 or 1840 through to, oh, there we go, 1888. It's really late 1800s is what they like to have in national museums. As discussed before, I guess it all goes back to this kind of like unification period in Europe where states were asserting themselves as great powers, I guess. That's my assumption, and I guess that carries through even though it's 150 years later or 160 years later, either way, around there. But obviously the states, or the people who run the states, are still interested in holding this specific kind of work that talks about, well, in this case, war, which is a byproduct of being a great power. These people look very grave, for good reason. This guy looks very dead. We can see that he's being honored, though he has no clothes or anything else. He's got some kind of medal, a medal of, like a bravery medal, I guess. Poor fellow. Yeah, I guess he's dying because we've got a priest giving him his last rites. I know nothing about Christianity, really. It's by osmosis only. Nice clear name, Nils Forsberg. That, I guess that's the mother of this now dying soldier. I don't know who this is. A bit of an odd spot, but he's got very bandaged feet. So I don't know. The boy looks very sad. Understand? Everyone's grim because I guess they're watching death. Even this doctor is distracted from what he's doing to watch the end of this man's life. It's quite intense when you think about it, because this would be probably a professional war artist who's sent out to document what's going on. I don't know what is going on in 1888, though I guess it could also be something much earlier that he's referring to. It could be a sketch from another time. I don't know. Someone below who's Swedish, tell me what happened in 1888, or before, probably 1880. That would be recognized like this. 1363? Must be 1860. That can't be right. 1363. No. It's fancy. This is actually an acquisition number, I think. Did Swedish people exist in 1363? Well, I mean, Swedish people do honor and respect their dead and dying. What's interesting here is this collection. I mean, these people have stopped. I mean, the whole idea here is that these people have stopped to respect the army and the people of the army, who are, of course, their national sons, who are giving their lives and their freedom and their time to care for the state. So again, a lot of state referencing. But what the hell's this guy doing? Killing eagles? Like, of all the birds to be out killing, why would you be killing an eagle? It's very strange. Fill me in, Swedish people. Why do you kill eagles? All right, let's find ourselves some... Nope, I thought we were finding something jovial. This is not like being in Italy. The Swedish are a morose people who only are interested in death, being attacked by giant anacondas. I mean, it looks like the movie Anaconda. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, okay, the Swedish are a grim folk. If you're Swedish, again, please tell me why. Why are you so grim? Okay, what have we got here? Hey, baby. Baby. Hey, sexy man. Just showing off in the middle of the foyer. It's on Twitter. Okay, let's get through to this room. Have a look. I didn't get to read what it said, but I think it said 18th century European. We've got... Oh, again, Swedish, our grim people. Not this Swedish person. She's looking cheery. She actually looks like my friend Margaret. It's really odd. Beautiful landscape. Beautiful woman. Beautiful gentleman. Serious gentleman. Okay, this is really, it's very much a state museum. I don't know if there's anything contemporary in here. It's got the classics, so the Greek and Roman statues. It's got a lot of portraiture. It's got a lot of war imagery. I think we're going to have rich families here who... I'm assuming these are rich Swedish people. Though all I'm thinking when I look at these guys is Mozart, because of the curly wigs. It gives you a real Mozart vibe. It's not just the curly wigs. These are piano people. So maybe the curly wig, maybe Mozart's curly wig was for a reason. Fill me in. 1566. It's very Mozartian time. I think he's around then. I don't know why everyone has a little badge in Sweden. Are these people Swedish? Kirkeperchen, John Jürgens. So yes, Swedish. 1500 Sweden looks like a nice place to be. I think it's not a place I've ever thought, if I were a time traveler, I want to go back to 1500 Sweden, but now I do. That said, if I go there, I want to be a part of the noble classes, as probably is the best option in most historical periods within Europe, or in most places. To be the higher up you are within society, the easier life is. Better than being part of the war dead. I don't want to be part of the war dead. Okay, I need a different room. Actually, let's check out this family. It's really interesting that this guy just got stuck in here. Oh, I have to look at this all day. Almost looks younger him, older him. They look very similar, yeah? Do you think they are kinsfolk? Oh my god, look at this woman's hair. It's Marie Antoinette. Ah, so maybe not all of what we're looking at is Swedish. Marie Antoinette, Drottning af Frankrike. Okay, so maybe it is all Swedish. Adolf Ulrich Wertmüller. Okay, sounds German speaking. It says Frankfurt. Maybe that's Frankfurt? I don't know. That's really quite interesting. I don't think I ever have seen a potentially somewhat more accurate picture of Marie Antoinette, as famous as she is. I don't know that much about her other than that she looks like my favorite actress from when I was a teenager, Kirsten Dunst.
Hello. Hello, madam. Thank you.
So, look at that little chubby little baby. I don't know what to make of this picture. It's royal. You know, she's rich, life's good. Things are all going to go downhill, obviously. But in the short term, she's looking like life is perfect. What we can see also here is that she's contemporary and present, but what's behind her is gardens that, obviously she had great gardens, but the style that it's painted in, it's like, I think Watteau, and I think it's kind of like a Greek allegorical kind of background. She's painted in this kind of like timeless garden of maybe the BC 600 with the Greeks. God, it's an impressive frame. It's a crowned frame. That's sick. Thanks for joining.